Rose WX says. Starting soon.
Attention, a new special marine warning has been issued. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Attention, a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Attention, a new special marine warning has been issued. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. Attention, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Danielle Jean says. Anything too concerning?
Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. Attention, a new special weather statement has been issued. Attention, a new special marine warning has been issued.
Golden Clips says. Is the severe weather in southern IL near Carbondale tornado icy?
New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated. Attention, a new special marine warning has been issued.
Danielle Jean says. I don't know why I can hear the weather app we're using but not you. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way.
Testing.
Golden Clips says. Can't hear you, don't know if you knew that or not.
Okay, I think you guys, can you hear me now, Golden Clips? Let's see if you can check that out. All right.
Golden Clips says. Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I've got so many things plugged in. Yeah, so if you're around Carbondale, you can have a possible 70 mile.
Danielle Jean says. Can hear you now.
All right, thank you. I ain't seen you in a while, Danielle. I hope you're doing okay. But yeah, around DeSoto is where these storms and Johnson City coming into Carbondale. You are under that severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-an-hour winds. And it looks like that'll expire around 10:45 with 3/4 inch hail. So that's coming your way. As far as in and around Chester, everything looks like to be on the north side of Chester here in Randolph County. But yeah, we are on the low end as far as extreme weather. Let me get to that real quick as far as your discussion. Mesoscale discussion you can have for our area, and this extending from Jefferson City all the way down to Paducah, Kentucky, to include Poplar Bluff. You can have anything from 55 to 70-mile-an-hour winds with up to 1.25 inches, 1.25 inches hail, and this will expire around 9. As far as that, the watch areas to include anything from Rolla all the way down to Murray, Kentucky. You guys are under severe thunderstorm watch, so the possibilities is really on the low end as far as anything significant, on the low end of as far as tornado. But I will keep this on for at least up until about 9 or 10 and see how these things are popping up and going through. But right now it looks like this Carbondale. The only thing I've got as far as reports north of Elkville, 60-mile-an-hour winds currently.
New information. This special marine warning has
thanks,
been updated.
Danielle, for letting me know that you couldn't hear me. It's like I'm trying to figure some of this stuff out. It's like when I popped this on, a few things weren't working. But we do have currently no tornado warnings, and I get down to this real quick and I'll get to my data. There, I do not see anything as far as rotation. Let me get to this radar at all. Just you can see where that light blue went through Elkville. That light blue is the high winds in the area. But it does not look like there's anything as far as high winds currently going through Marion. It looks like we're talking anywhere close to 45, 50, 40 mile an hour winds currently in that area. So I am going to get to this screen and make sure that mic's still on. But yeah, anywhere in this light blue area around Carterville, you're talking anywhere from about 45 miles per hour as far as your wind.
Golden Clips says, "Thanks for the information, kind sir."
No problem. So just kind of keep an eye, make sure you have your weather alerts on. I do not see anything too drastic or severe as far as the weather. Again, like I said, you guys didn't hear me, but if you're outside, I believe she was around 8 or 9 years old. A little girl was killed by lightning this last week, and all they heard was just the thunder. The grandpa told them to get in, her and her little sister, and they didn't get in time, and she was struck by lightning. So currently, this was packing some winds. Now it looks like it's calmed down just a little bit around Carterville. Looks like 47 miles per hour as far as your winds. So we'll take a look at the reflectivity, and this is what we are looking at. As far as your hail, guys, I'm looking at the DBZs of 55 DBZs, so you can expect some hail with these storms in and around Johnson City, at least 3/4 of an inch hail going on right now. But we do have storms in Steelville. Nothing severe. Anything that's severe is around here in Carbondale, in Marion. But just on the north end of Chester is where these storms at, and I'll zoom in. And this is the town area, so you can see we're just to the north of Chester is where we have these storms going on. And there's a little bit of lightning with these. Look like you're got some heavy storms in and around Ellis Grove. Nothing severe. Stillville, and just north of Rockwood. So these storms are moving through pretty quick. And I'm going to see if anything else pops up as far as that. Before we get back to that, let's go ahead and take a look at the radar, or the model, and we'll get to the latest run to kind of see where we are at as far as storms. And we'll back this up. So we're looking, HRRR has got us all the way up. And that's not, I don't know if that's the latest run. Let's do the 23. So it had some storms coming through around now, but we look like we might have another batch around midnight, and I'm going to go ahead and move that up to the latest run. So expect some more storms in and around midnight, guys, for Randolph County. We'll have that other batch come through, and it's going to rain pretty much all the way until morning time. So we'll have some thunderstorms in and around the area. So this is not just done after this line comes through. And I'll go ahead and back it up. So that is what the HRRR is showing, guys. We're having rains all the way up until morning time. And the latest, let me get here to, this is the latest run. So expect showers all night long in and around Randolph County and St. Louis. So we'll get back to the live radar. If you were up and around Columbia, we got trees down and around Boonville. Yeah, it looks like a lot of tree limbs down there. So when these storms come through, they were packing some pretty heavy winds up and around Columbia, Missouri. The only other severe thunderstorm warning in our area is around Van Buren, and we're talking 60-mile-an-hour winds observed. And if you're around Elsinore, we're talking 50-mile-an-hour winds. And just south of Grandin, again, 50-mile-an-hour winds and a 1/4-inch hail. But as far as around our area, anything is between Chester and Sparta. Stillville is getting hit right now with some thunderstorms. Nothing severe. Anything that's severe is around Heron and looks like in Marion. Spillertown, Pittsburgh, Carterville, you guys are in that severe thunderstorm warning. So that just tells you how quick these things can pop up. This morning when I did this, we were not in a 2% tornado risk area. And then throughout the day, we ended up in a 2% tornado risk. But this is how these things are going for the last couple of days as things drastically changed. We watched tornado risk cover pretty much this area, then it went to this area, and then kind of expanded throughout the day yesterday. So, you know, these change hour by hour, and there is no central high pressure or low pressure system, a very strong low pressure system to really go off of. So these storms will just pop up, and they just got to go off what other conditions are out there as far as your vorticity, helicity, the instability in the area to figure out when these storms are going to come through. The timings have been off the last couple of days, so we can only go off of what the HRRR shows as far as the weather. But if you are in and around the area, like I said, if you can stay inside, stay inside. Even though you hear thunder, that means it can be deadly and lightning can kill you, as we've seen this last week. Right now, it looks like the severe thunderstorm warning is now into O'Fallon, Chesterfield, and St. Charles area. And this is 60-mile-an-hour winds, and it does not have any hail indicated with this one. I'm looking at 50 dBz, so it's not showing anything as far as hail. If we get up here up north a little bit, nothing indicated as far as hail, but 60-mile-an-hour winds with those storms. But you can see we got this all the way down to Carbondale, this line that's coming through. So I don't see any really dark purples, so I don't believe there's a lot of anything as far as big hail. Maybe up in here around Ellsbury, you might have some hail, although it does not say anything radar indicated. The DBZs are right up at 57, so there could be some hail mixed in with that, but nothing reported or observed. As far as that one, we get down to this one again, maybe very on the low end, so I can see down in this one there being no hail, but there is a possibility in and around Ellsbury some small hail possible. And if we get down here to Marion, on this one, guys, we're talking DBZs up to 61, so I do say there's some hail with that storm, at least 3/4 inch hail that came through. But if you're in Heron, get to the nearest radar here, guys. If you're in the Pittsburgh, Marion, Carterville, you guys are still under the severe thunderstorm warning. And this is what it looks like in real-time radar. So you'll have a few batches come through, it looks like. So you will not be done. Although it's coming down here through here, you got this big batch. Let me go ahead and pause it real quick. You got this big batch from Steelville coming your way. All of this is going to be coming your way as it moves through. And we just now got a special weather statement, so we'll take a look at that. We're talking 50-mile-an-hour winds, guys. Nothing as far as hail. So this is a wide area from Pinckneyville, guys, to Marion and Carbondale, all the way up into Sand Ridge, and just to the south of Rockwood, going all the way up to Pinckneyville right now. And I'll go ahead and get this out real quick. We get to the reflectivity. So you're talking this area right here. You guys can have up to 50-mile-an-hour winds, and you are in that area for these storms that are coming through currently. I've got a lot of issues with my buttons. I've got a Stream Deck, and it looks like I might have a few things cross-wired as far as my mics, my Stream Deck buttons. Trying to get all this stuff figured out. Got a lot of stuff connected to this computer, so as far as that, we don't have any storm chasers. You know, we had one earlier in our area and it looked like he's headed up north. We don't have a lot of storm chasers out, so that just tells me that as far as tornadoes, probably nothing much. We are having reports now of 60-mile-an-hour winds and some damage. Trees down on Chamness Road in Royalton. And then if you're up here in DuQuoin, we've got a couple areas of trees snapped at Dairy Queen in DuQuoin. So 2 power poles snapped along a gas plant road. So these things are packing some wind, guys. We got 60-mile-an-hour winds there and some damage at Dairy Queen. A tree snapped. As far as damages reports coming in already. So the biggest threat, I think, is going to be your winds and heavy rain as far as flash flooding, but we don't have any flash flood warnings. But when it comes through this area constantly, we may see some pop up. These severe thunderstorm warnings are now starting to cross the river and going in and around St. Louis to Jerseyville, Carlton. Still no hail indicated, just 60-mile-an-hour winds. And if you're in the St. Charles area, Chesterfield and O'Fallon, again, 60-mile-an-hour winds with these storms. So basically, our biggest threat here would be a severe thunderstorm watch until 12 a.m. We are not under a tornado watch, although we are under a 2% tornado risk. So very, very much in the low end as far as that. Again, it looks like this line is now crossing the Mississippi River, and I am going to get to the MRMS to see if we got anything coming behind that. In and around Warsaw. So I'm going to see if any other lines develop just to the east of St. Louis and Carbondale on the Missouri side. in and around Lincoln, Missouri, we see these storms start to pop up. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. And that looks like that might be the Lake of the Ozarks. I'm not quite sure. It looks like, yes, Lake of the Ozarks, Warsaw area. And we can take a look at the outlook, guys, and go to our tornado risk. And we are not in a tornado risk anymore. So they have canceled as far as the 2% tornado risk, but we are in that severe risk for today. So yeah, it doesn't look like we are in the tornado risk at all anymore. That has gone. The SPC outlook is no longer there. So the biggest thing will be wind threat with these storms that are coming through here. So I will not be staying on because I've got to fix this computer and eat dinner. But it looks like the biggest part of this, guys, has crossed into our area and is moving east, more east than anything, but you see these lines are popping up as we go. And like I said, if you're in and around Benton, and it looks like the severe thunderstorm warning in that area is gone, and now we just have the 50-mile-an-hour winds and 60-mile-an-hour winds up here in the north part, north of St. Louis, with these storms that are coming through. I can hear the thunder out there. But other than that, guys, we'll take a look real quick in and around the nation. In and around south of Columbus, Chillicothe, you guys have some flash flood warnings, so a lot of rain up in that area. Look at this, guys. A lot of wind damage down here along the East Coast from Jacksonville all the way to Tallahassee. You can see a lot of these damage reports going in with these storms that have gone through. A lot of trees down with these winds. Shingles blown off the house. So a lot of winds here on the East Coast if you're out that way. And again, up in Indiana, the northern part of Indiana, looks like you guys had reports of tree down up there as well. And these are all the damage reports that are going on. As far as that, looks like a lot of our damage will be in the DuQuoin and north of Carbondale, around Royalton area as of right now. So a lot of the high winds and a lot of rain with these storms. Haven't seen anything as far as any large hail, any reports of that in our area. So I just wanted to get on here because I seen that we had the watch area, and I wanted to make sure as far as anything tornadic that I got on here and check this out. And apparently I've got to fix a lot of things on my weather app because I hit the draw button and it switched radars, and I'll try it again, and now it's working. So maybe when I do my countdown, I got to make sure my mic is on and make sure all my buttons are working. So I don't know if there is some cross wiring in the computer where I push one button and something else pops up, and that's how it's been. And even so, I should have something as far as like a lightning behind my head in my other screen that I go to, which is right there. I shouldn't be pink, but I am. So one of my other things is not working. So I'll have to fix that.
Attention.
Other than that, guys, I believe I'm going to get off of here and fix that kind of stuff. You guys don't have anything to worry about. Just keep your alerts on. Like I said, we are under the severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. And this will include anything from St. Louis down to Sikeston, and Poplar Bluff, Mountain Grove, and Carbondale. So we will have several storms. And before I go, we will take a look at this as far as the timing. So I'm going to get to the latest run that I can, which is the double Z. All right. And we'll start this off, and this is going on right now at 8 o'clock, and this is HRRR. So we may have a little bit of lines coming through, and that might be what came through already. So these are not as accurate as we would like. But we're expecting rain pretty much till 7 a.m. Expect some showers in the area. These things can pop up, but you can see how it's difference between the radar and the model right there. So expect more showers to develop and another maybe some more lines coming through and around 12 1 a.m. in our area. But other than that, as far as that, guys, that is all I got, and I will talk to you guys later.